Left, your left, hey. Left, right, your left. You got it.
Thank you for joining in today with Andrea Eichmann and Mark Peterson of the People's Patriot Project for this week's WeP3 Debrief. Find out what our crew has been working on to help support those who have given some and all to the pursuit of liberty and freedoms across Minnesota and the United States. Watch, listen, and support as we create the beacon of hope and opportunity in today's society that needs its heroes. Are you a veteran, first responder, or a patriot looking for a place to put your skill set, your thoughts, and/or want to help continue the mission? You have come to the right place. We are the People's Patriot Project, and we want to be the shock and awe when it comes to meeting the needs of our veterans and first responders. We are dealing with a new enemy in today's world where the wounds are not always clean. We want to be part of this mission in saving lives and making a difference. Welcome to the WeP3 Debrief. Here's Andrea and Mark letting you know the mission. And as always, Patriot Pride.
Patriot Pride!
Hey, happy Friday.
Happy Friday. Happy New Year. This is our first debrief since the start of the year, and Happy New Year. And what a great one it is already, right?
Hey, I got to say this really quick. Mom, if you get your Facebook on, you need to be watching. I can't answer my phone when you call right when the show starts, and I'm sorry. I'll call you. Sorry, Mom.
Mrs. Noble needs to talk to Mrs. Eichmann.
Yeah. So, I mean, I entered my new year with nothing but positivity, and I'm just going to keep plugging away with my sunshiny positivity.
Piece of cake, man. It's all good. It is Remember Everyone Deployed Friday. We got our red on. Hopefully you got your red on. We're getting ready to do a new program this year. Stay tuned. All across the country, we're looking to remember and honor those that are deployed, and at the same time bring recognition to the organizations that are helping our veterans and first responders. So it's kind of a small donation, and just pay it forward process. We'll tell you more when it comes to it, but we just need to get that thing rolling. I think it'll be a great opportunity to get some boots on the ground and let people see and know that we are a proactive effort in maintaining and taking care of our veterans and first responders. So we're there. We got it. It's golden. What a great show last Sunday. Our first,
oh my goodness, yeah.
Shout out 100. Well, it's a shout out regardless because we'll talk about him, but Richard Kaufman, the comeback kid, the doctor of all, he's just amazing. Today I decide hashtag, and it is what his story is amazing. That guy that wasn't the clean-cut All-American soldier, but then the switch clicked and flipped, and it's kind of crazy. I've got my Facebook up on the other page and have the I don't know, what do you call it, the advertisement to last week.
From last week's, yeah.
Yeah, this is last week's. I don't have this week's set up yet. We've been struggling to find. We'll talk about that here in a second. But,
We'll talk about that in a minute. No, but
Yeah.
that's right. So this is how I wrote up about because I just met Richard last week, just before the show started, and I already feel like I've known him. I wouldn't say years, but for months. Here's what I wrote. He is definitely the guy who has been there and done that, and his share touched our hearts and our souls for real. And if ever there was somebody that, like, a lot of people are like, yeah, just call me. You ever need anything, let me know. He's that guy for real. And he has the shoulder, the heart, the advice. If you need advice concerning almost anything that you've come into in your life, he's the guy. He's the guy. I see he's been very busy this week as well. And so I'm not going to bug him right now. But
He almost reminds me a little bit of Travis Strong, who's just always running and going and just constantly doing something, and it's just like, holy cow, man, who has the energy for that stuff? But these guys are amazing, and just gosh, it was just awesome having Richard on screen with us, and hopefully he's out there listening right now. And shout out, Mr. Kaufman.
Absolutely. Thank you, Mr. Richard Kaufman. That was awesome.
Check out his podcast. No, it's all good.
Hashtag Today I Decide.
Yep. Today I Decide. Yep. That's what he does. I love it.
Reading my notes, you know what I wrote? I think on the surface it looks like it was a very quiet week with the People's Patriot Project, but it was actually a very busy week. I know I mentioned last week that we closed up our Christmas families, and we still want to help anyone take down their decorations. I feel like we put them up. We threw a big tree in the house. We would like to help you get that down. If you need the help, keep watching the social media pages. We'll have more pictures as they come in of the Christmases that these families had. And some of them want to stay involved. And so there will be more to come with those families as well. And then that leads into kind of our next big event. And we've been announcing it, and we're getting bits and pieces of it. We're going to be a part of Fishing for Life. Holes for Heroes is Holes for Heroes is
OLES.
I see some of our Texas people that are watching, and that means holes in the ice. Like, it's, yay thick the ice is, and you drive on out and you bring your poles. No, you have to bring your pole. You don't have to bring your poles to this event. But we get an auger. It's called an auger. Do they know what those are? Because it's similar to drilling for oil, right? But we're drilling holes in the ice, and the gold is those fish that, anyway, here's the deal. We've got a few people together. We can have a pretty big, well, when I say pretty big, 20, 25 people. So let me know, let Mark know. You can type a message in here, send us a message in Facebook Messenger. Call me. Some of you have my number, and Mark's number is all over everything in the People's Patriot Project. Because in the beginning, I told him that I didn't want my number everywhere, and so it's his. And we will get you on our team. It would be so fun. Sometimes when they do these events, they get like veterans that they've not fished in forever, or sometimes never. Like, I want to say some people haven't lived in the Midwest all their lives and probably don't know this phenomenon called ice fishing. If you know somebody like that you think, I want to say, if your grandparents were veterans or first responders and you think this would be fun for them, give us a holler, because it's a short time. It's on February 6th. It's just the afternoon. We plan on getting our team together earlier at probably hopefully an open place to eat. We'll grab a bite to eat, meet our teammates, get out on the ice. All you have to do is show up, okay? Because on the ice, they have the equipment, the shelter, the barbecue, and bait. Everything is provided. And I think—
Share where our team is going to be located?
We can share a maybe. We're pretty sure, but not 100% sure right now.
Okay.
Should we say?
We can.
Is it
right this time.
Is it lake whatever or whatever lake?
Well, that's a good question. I don't remember.
I think it's Lake Waconia.
Yeah. It's in
Lake
Waconia.
Waconia.
Waconia, Minnesota. Lake Waconia.
It's the lake in there that matches the name of the town. That's where we are right now. There's still they have a bunch of lakes, and so they're still shuffling around with numbers. And so Lake Waconia, I believe, or Waconia Lake is where we are going to be. So there's going
to sponsorship in that community too.
Oh, so actually, yes, we can have a team sponsorship. That would be really cool, like to order up some T-shirts or something, or as well as I know that Fishing for Life, they have a sponsorship program because they also run a big, huge tournament. Like they've been doing this for the last month, and so you can check with them too if you want to do like a big, huge sponsorship. And then we would love if somebody wants to snag. What did we name our team? PD, I forgot.
That was all Camp Eichmann, man. It was somewhat inappropriate, I thought.
No, so I Googled it. Okay, I can't remember our name, you guys. I have it in my notes. I'll go look it up. I forgot that we even had come up with a name until just now. Slayers.
No.
It was like something about slaying fish, but there was some wordplay definitely on the one.
Rod Squad.
I don't know. You and your kid thought this was amazing. So, Steven, if you're listening, give us a.
I definitely know it was trouble if he liked it. Definitely know it was trouble.
That's awesome. That is awesome. So, hey, seriously though, let us know. Hey, Benson Outdoors, I did ask if your dad might want to do this. I know he's up north. There are teams up there as well. So here's another piece to this, you guys. If you know a veteran who doesn't live in the metro area and can't come in for that day, not a veteran, a firefighter, or a relative, you know what I mean, just a family member. So this guy's dad, a family friend, his dad just bought his own cabin up north, and he is a veteran, and this might be fun for him, but maybe he doesn't want to come back down to the cities. There are groups up there. If you guys don't mind going and making some new friends, or taking your uncle or your dad or your grandpa up on a lake with some new friends, we can make that contact for you. I've been working with Mr. Tom Goodrich. He's a super awesome, great guy from Fishing for Life, and he'll be the contact. He and somebody named Steve that I haven't met yet, that just through emails, that we can put that together for you guys. So it's all fun, you guys. Let's get this winter and get through it and have fun while we're doing it, I think.
So I'm chuckling at your notes here because it says equipment, shelter, barbecue, and bait. Is that all like barbecue, bait, and barbecue? Is that all the same thing, or is that?
Yeah. Barbecued bait. I was going to say this, and I didn't finish, but I'm not baiting anybody's hook. Just so you know, I will pick a minnow up and bring it to you, or whoever's baiting it for you. But I'm gonna not touch. I know this is how I fish. I say, can someone put a worm on here for me? And magically a worm appears. I toss it over the edge. I don't want to catch the fish because it interrupts my reading. And then I catch the fish, and then I have to lift him in and say, hey, somebody take this fish off for me. It's interrupting my reading. And then, can you put the bait back on too? Because he ate it. I've been known.
She's not a fisher person.
But I've been known to just throw my line in the water without bait.
She got her book. Matt, thank you for the great compliments. Thank you, brother. Great mission you got running, bringing recognition to those fallen veterans. I love seeing your posts about your banners and your flags, and so hang in there, brother. Thank you. And
hey, Matt, as well. I think, Matt, did you recently join the People's Patriot Project group on Facebook? I think. And if it wasn't you, I apologize. There was someone else with a similar name. We ran a not a tournament. We ran a little bring your friends to the group day. And we threw out there, hey, if you can bring 10 or more friends to the group today, we'll send you a T-shirt. And so I have like half a dozen T-shirts to mail. And I do apologize if I missed. Mark and I, and sometimes other admins, are adding people. And so I have to go back and look and make sure there may be more people who brought more people in. I want to thank all of you. I don't know. It just makes the world a better place to see that people jump in.
We grew by 70 people in 2 days. It was pretty awesome. And so that just means 70 people get to hear the message and 70 people get to put our message out there. And so again, anyone and everyone you can bring. We're not selfish. We support and help other organizations, and we want to make sure that that's what the People's Patriot Project is about. And that's what our sites and pages and all of our stuff is for people to use to get the message out. The more opportunities we create, the more veterans we catch, and that is it. We got a kind of a touchy, and I know, Andrea, this will probably scare you a little bit.
If I could reach you from here.
Yeah. I have 0 words of apology to go out anywhere in any of the statements or comments that I've made this last week. I want to assure everyone that we are 100% all-inclusive of all thoughts, people, ideologies. And when that happens, sometimes you have to go out and kind of ruffle the feathers of people that are tearing down other people. And it is important. And it's not a political statement. It's a mission to find the truth. It is a mission. And again, this doesn't lean one way or the other. It is straight ahead. I did not call anyone out, and I was very gracious with comments that I made and finding flaws and flaws based on my perspective. And I'll openly say that too. It's sad. I feel like we lost part of our membership a little bit because of some of the statements. I'm all inclusive, so I include all people in our conversations. And because of that, sometimes people misinterpret that message, and I don't apologize for that. Again, I can honestly say I saw things I hated and things I appreciated over the last few days. Just as over this last year, whether we're here in Minnesota or wherever else, there's things I've saw that I appreciated and things that I didn't like. And at no point are we going to stifle the voice of anybody. I'm saying it right now. No one gets a stifled voice. We are going to be grown adults in our organization. We are going to have the conversations. We'll have the tough conversations. I have the capability and the willingness to learn, and I'm willing to listen to what other people have to say. Doesn't mean I have to agree with them. Doesn't mean that I will hate them after I don't agree with them. And I hope it's the same way. Some people straight up said, you know what, we can't be friends anymore. I'm sorry. Okay.
But I've seen a lot of that.
What's that?
I've seen a lot of that, though. I try to stay clear of a lot of social media. I'm saddened. I'm saddened that people can't just talk, and it doesn't matter. So what Mark is saying, I think in just simple words, is in our group, while we are the People's Patriot Project, we are not picking a political side. Would I call out some super dumb actions? Absolutely. I'm even probably too nice where I think the actions are dumb. I can't say the people are dumb. And I teach middle school. And so I also would not put my ideas on other people, especially young minds. And so when they question you guys, well, here's how I rationalized it. Whether you're an adult or you're a teenager or you're a middle schooler, people make dumb decisions in the heat of the moment. And so even what may start out looking, and we saw it all summer as well, what may start out looking like a good idea, and I'm going to go do this, and I feel this way, and that's great, and that's all right. And I have yet to meet a veteran who won't say that, or even a law enforcement officer or a firefighter say that this is what they fight for, is the rights of the people to do these things. And it is all right. as Americans. And that's amazing that we have those rights. And why I do what I do is for the people that fought for those rights. And so to call out people as stupid, that's pushing my boundaries too far. But to call out the actions as stupid, yeah, and sometimes even what they say is stupid in most people's eyes. And up to a certain point, it's their right. Destruction and damage and violence is not. And so I think this is where Mark is saying, hey, he wanted to call out the actions as bad. And then the fighting. My number one priority is to never, ever take the media's instant reaction as the gospel truth. I think we've learned that if you just want to go back 6 months, we've learned that lesson over and over and over and over again. And so as much as you want to get wrapped up in what's going on, you have to watch. You have to watch, listen, and learn. And before you speak, make sure that you know what is truth, or even what could be truth. I mean, sometimes it's full-blown hysteria.
It's so important to know both sides, to be honest with you. I have this lesson that I teach my students where if you understand, I put a 6-sided dice in front of them and I ask them to tell me what they see. And they're truthful and they're honest and they share what they see. And I jokingly tell them, well, you must be a moron because clearly it's a 1. And they're like, oh, Mr. Peterson, you're just looking at your perspective. Exactly. And we get stuck in that all the time. I promise you, if you understand the sum of 2 sides of a 6-sided dice equals 7, you understand both perspectives. And when you can put both perspectives together, there's some plausibility that fits in there that just, okay, let's take a deep breath. Let's figure this out and let's do what's best for everybody. And I don't think we're doing a great job of that. There was a point during this week where I was proud of people to a point, and then it went wrong. And when the message gets lost because of moronic, idiotic, and ill behavior, that's the problem. And we'll fix that. We'll get it going. I'm not condoning. I'm not trying to push. I'm not trying to find. You know what? I don't care who it is. Everyone has the right to a voice and it has the right to an opinion. And we want to make sure we preserve that. I
love it. I love it. We just had a guest say, please listen to understand, don't listen to respond.
Awesome.
And so many people, they just want to jump in with their opinions, right?
Mr. Robert had some negative statements up there early about himself, and I wasn't going to post that. But it's, like I said, when the message gets lost and this breaks my heart, and it's something I've been saying over the last few days because, the difference between May and the difference between this week, when the message gets lost, it ruins the whole experience for everybody. It doesn't give me a chance to learn, and it creates even.
Robert, you are full of it today, bearded guys.
Got me.
You guys are funny.
There was a statement I wanted to say, but I can't. I'm stuck in my head, and it's all good.
I think no, you're right. The message. Most of the time is not wrong, right? And it needs to get out there, and that's something I didn't disagree with last summer. I don't disagree with it now. The message needs to get out there, and the rest of us need to listen to the message, and then we can make our decisions. And even if you have to make judgments, make them. That's not mine. My positivity is going to roll me right through this and hope that we can sit down at the table and speak as brothers and sisters.
I hope that is what people get from what we do and say. There is never, or has there ever been a time where I feel that we've negatively made statements. And, there's been a couple of people call us out on some stuff, and I try and go back and look, and I'm just like, I just don't see it and their perspective. And we've tried to work and talk through those pieces. And you know what? I wish there's one particular individual that we have lost connection with, and it breaks my heart that that's happened. I wish he would reach out and we could have that conversation. And it's a guy that we recently had on our show, and we were enjoying the opportunity to promote him. Robert, you're 100% accurate, and we so appreciate your input and the positive words that you're saying right now. Relax, let gravity. It will. I get it.
Okay. I didn't know if you thought it through. Okay. Thank you, Robert. Okay, so we're not going to kill that one. I mean, it's unrest right now. We'll work through it. And in the meantime, though, our mission is going to continue to be to serve those that need us, when they need us, how they need us. Yeah. So that's not even a piece of it. We have, so February 6th, that's that fishing tournament this weekend. So we're waiting on confirmation from a special guest. And I mean, we've waited all week. I hope we're not in a jam. Everything always works out anyway. And so I'm really hoping that this guest can join us. And if not, it'll be a surprise guest. And that makes it fun as well. So we'll be okay. This person is a near and dear friend with Mr. Mark Peterson here. If they are available to join us, they will. And then we have a music guest. And Shad, if you are listening, I pray that you are not setting us up. I pray that you are setting us up for some super exciting music with Mr. Raymond Charles of Stay Metal Ray. And so Ray Charles will be joining us. Shad put parentheses Ray Charles in. And so I'm super, super looking forward to having Stay Metal Ray on the show with us on Sunday night. That is Shad. I'm not sure I'm understanding his music tastes yet, but I'm getting a feel for it. And so I'm pretty sure he's not going to let us down. I think that this will be a super music experience. Again, Adam Bird, thank you so much for, wait, do you have something else yet?
No, what do you mean?
I didn't know if do we have anything else coming up like January?
We can talk about it. This actually has something to do with our guest possibly this weekend, and they brought a post forward and made a comment about an area and a place that they work, and on Wednesday, January 27th is Holocaust Recognition Day. We should have a Holocaust recognition every day. It just kind of summed everything up to me, and I just have this hard belief of understanding that within my lifetime now, not necessarily, but one of my lifetimes prior to all this, we had an individual in this world literally put 11 million people to death. And I just put that in perspective of some of the things we're dealing with right now. It's just like, it's not the same. And you can't tell me that did not, I don't know if the right word is revolutionized or impacted every aspect of our world. It is just, I've been to the Holocaust Museum out in Washington, D.C., and I can't tell you how many times where I've literally had to take a break. The solace and what it's just so impactful. And my heart goes out to the families that still and those that survived and more so those that didn't. But it just kind of it helps me realize that life isn't so damn bad. You know what? I gotta stick away from some verbiages, and so I will. Yeah. So.
Yep. I think too, we can take, I've always found, and I don't get to teach, well, we do Anne Frank in 8th grade. And I've always found that there's so many lessons of strength to be taken. I mean, there's strength in individuals, right? Be a strong person, stick to your beliefs, help your brothers and sisters. There's a lesson of strength in your faith, definitely, throughout all of that. There are lessons of things aren't always what they seem. Yeah, were given such a great twist back in the day, but pay attention to those. This is why we have to talk to each other, because what if I'm not right and the person on the opposite side of the spectrum is? And so I need to listen, because there could be a grain of knowledge in there that is right, even though I thought they were the ones on the cuckoo side, right? And so and I don't mean cuckoo in a bad way, but just how we think of others sometimes. And then the strength in our unity and our patriotism and our country. I'm saddened that sometimes our name, the People's Patriot Project, for us, you guys, patriot just means that we love our country and those who have served us in our country. Patriot does not mean I picked one side because their flag looks a little different than the other side, or because their leaders are smarter with money. Patriotism just means that I love the USA, period, clean and through. And I want to tell you a little story. We tried to do a flag day. I think it was it was October,
Early
right?
October.
So all we wanted was strength in patriotism, right? We are the People's Patriot Project. We are the people. We the people. And Mark had this awesome idea. Let's just have a bunch of our friends and people who get the message put a flag on their car. And trust me, in Hastings, Minnesota, there's flags on a lot of these, especially the kids' big, huge trucks, right? It's the land of we love the USA. And I was like, wow, that sounds like a cool idea. And so in order to do that, if we had more than 20, we were considered in the parade category, and you have to have a special permit. Well, in order to get that permit, you have to have insurance on your event, right? Event insurance. I was denied. We didn't even know if we'd have 20 people. So $2 million of insurance we had to have, right? In case anything happened, $2 million of insurance, which I really didn't even want my name personally attached to. I didn't want to pay $200 for the whatever piece of it, but I wanted to do this for the USA parade, right? And because it was October, and October was close to November, November was the election day, and the sides of that election were already unrested. 3 companies sent back a note to me saying, that's flying a flag on your vehicles is way too potentially controversial. We can't insure you for anything. You guys, being a patriot and loving my country and wanting to show that by flying a flag on my vehicle. And that wasn't just my personal insurance. That was for the parade or the event. So I want to tell you, we didn't have 20 cars show up. We decided to do the event anyway. I was in touch with the local police and some of the state people. And I just said, we're not organizing this anymore, but we're also not saying people can't come. So people came with their flags on their vehicles, and we drove around our tiny little group, and people loved it, you guys. People loved it. And when people from one side or the other made it clear that yay us, this is who we're voting for, we just simply said, hey, we love the USA. You vote who you want to vote for. That's great. You're not convincing me today. All I'm doing is being out here to say I love my country. And people loved it, you guys. And I'm so saddened that it's a controversial issue to fly my USA flag. I hope this doesn't get worse, is what I hope. I hope that when things settle down, the dust settles down and the smoke clears, I hope that we all love our USA, and that flag stays a true symbol of our love and pride in our USA. So sorry, that was a long story, but wow.
Good job. Way to put your skin out there. I like it.
Yeah. Yep. So Now that I got that off my chest, no.
He's jabbing, and he's got some good stuff, and then he says, even guys with red shirts. Yeah.
I do like this one, Robert. It's not so much the final destination, but the ride along. Love one another, right? Right. It's a journey. Have fun on your journey and love your people, man. Even guys with a bite. Hey, my color on my screen makes my shirt look orange. I want you all to know it's red. I don't know why it looks orangey.
Mine is for sure red.
Bright red. Bearded red shirt guy.
This shirt I wore and it was shiny. I don't know what happened that time, but it was.
Yeah, it was weird. It was like that. Remember, is this dress blue or is it green? Was that what it was? Remember that? Yeah, remember that thing?
Yeah.
Hey, don't remember it. I know you guys out there watching remember it. Hey, I'm going to throw another challenge your way, you guys. But I need you to be responsible for it. Those of you that are members of our People's Patriot Project group, I need you to go invite some people that are not members, people that you think. Now, it will ask you, what does it mean to be a patriot? And you can answer that how you want to. And a lot of people say a patriot is somebody who loves and serves. And we have the definition on the beginning of almost every one of our shows. And that works great. And it's all about loving your country. Our second question is, will you abide by the rules? And it's been a long time since I joined, so I don't know where do they see the rules or do they just agree to the rules? But our rules, there's only two, I think. But the biggest part of it is we'll shut you down if you're talking politics or slandering or attacking anybody. And I mean, so we and our administrators, it's our group. So if we want to just shut you off for a while, we'll shut you off for a while. I usually follow up with a message. I had I don't remember what some person was. I think it was a little conspiracy theory-ish a while back. And I'm like, I don't even know what you're talking about, but that's not about loving and serving our servants. And so bring some friends, have them fill in the little information. It's worth the time it took you to type it, right? I'm going to throw that out there again, but since we had people get 10 friends join with zero problem, if you aren't a member, come and join us, you guys. We don't even do much, but you'll see our information more quickly. And then you can share your information, right? We got some cool things coming up in the future. We are going to we have some stuff coming up in the future that we are going to do. Like we would like to do dinners at fire stations. We are going to do some servant type things. And so if you want to help us keep that alive, come join our group. Send us a note, ask the questions, help us answer the questions. I don't know if y'all saw that, but we can delete your comments just about as quick as you can put them on there. So
Scotty Sexton joined us. He said my Rod Squad was the name of the fishing.
Is that what we decided on?
All
right, the People's Patriot Project Rod Squad fishing team.
Oh, D, love you. Thank you. Thanks for being here. Happy New Year to you. You and Rory, thanks for being there. Pat Cornwell from out in Thermopolis, a Leo out there, go way back all the way to high school. Good to see you. So awesome to see you guys, and thank you so much for being part of what we do. And, I get so excited when we get to do this, and you guys do give us kind of you're the lifeblood of why we're doing what we're doing, and it does help us. Your comments and your feedback and all that, it gives us energy. And I've been looking for that special bit of energy just recently. Maybe it was the holidays. I don't know. Maybe it's my job teaching. Maybe it's me being too tough on my group that I never give a break to. I know.
You guys, every day, I have to ask him, are you stressed right now? Because you're being crabby. Are you stressed right now? Why so crabby? Oh, look at this. We got people joining right now. I love it, you guys. Come in and join. Matt, there you go. What do you want to say, PD? What's our wish for people?
Yeah, I don't
What
know.
can we wish you
We
guys?
won't post that.
Mr. Cade.
Mr. Cade,
I love it. How you doing?
thank you for your support, brother. Andrew's on top of stuff, getting rid of some
I know,
stuff.
dude. Don't you? I'll tell you what. Just because I said I'm too nice, don't take that as.
Gonzos.
Oh, it's not that I won't give you a whooping if you need a whooping. Let's not be fooled by that, right? Okay, well, that's I can reach you from here. That's all I'm gonna say. My mom, but she used to say that to me, or my dad.
Even if you're in the back seat of the horse carriage back then, huh?
Oh yes, you. I told you. I already warned. Peterson's been kind of smarting off all day, and so my favorite movie is Tommy Boy. So I don't want it to be really creepy when I say, I know where you live and I've seen where you sleep, and I swear your mothers will cry when they see what I do. Right? I will hunt you down. I have zero idea if I could ever make it to the Petersons' house. But
She threatened me. I don't feel safe. I don't feel safe. Just so everyone knows.
Live. It was live. I'm sure the hedgehog.
She said she was going to jab a hedgehog into my throat.
No, is that what that thing is? Mally a hedgehog?
Yep.
I get it right. Okay, yeah. Mark will stick the hedgehog terrorist thing after me.
Stop, you're gonna get Morgan upset.
No, that hedgehog loves me. We haven't even met yet.
Well, I think that's us wrapping it up and running down. What was that one? You'll tell me.
It's
later.
okay. It's gonna. Who sings One Love? Let's go listen to One Love.
Should I pull it up?
Well, should we leave the show with that? Yes, let's pull it up, because what I think is that
Oh, that's Bob Marley, right?
Bob Marley. There we go. Yeah, because let's get that in. What do they call that? An earwig. Let's get it in everybody's ear, and then they'll think about us and this silly show all week long.
Yep.
Cade, nobody doubted that you would know Bob Marley quicker than the rest of us.
Who is
right?
this guy? Who is he friends with that he gets to come in here and say nonsense?
Yeah, who
Some of you don't know what we're talking about. We've got a little creeper coming in and trying to shake us right now, which is kind of funny. So we love you no matter what. We're just gonna love you with not involved. So
all right.
Come see us this Sunday. We got your 6 at 6, and hopefully we get that all lined up. We definitely will have music, and if not, we'll have a chatter for about an hour, and we'll share some of the amazing feats that we're going to get done here in the next year. We have a pretty lofty goal, and we will be planning on being in a place this next year that will shake the world, to be honest with you. Code word Heartland.
Yeah, babe. I love it.
Well, Stephen, what time is that on? That is at 1800 Central Standard Time. We got your 6 at 6. I know that we love it at 6 Central Standard Time.
Sunday nights, Sundays.
With that said, Patriot Pride.